Pretty excited to put this out there because nobody else has really seen it yet. Bike trail that you can literally get from Titusville to St. Petersburg.
How many miles?
I'm doing 100 today.
That over there, J. Michael, as you know, is a rowing center.
Oh, there is a little gator right there.
Let's go take a look because
yeah, we can take a look.
They probably are from maybe a 55 plus community. Very easily could be taking a bike ride together on the trail.
Hey, how are you?
Hello. It's $15.49 for 18 days. It is 18, I know.
Any thoughts or anything like that where you think that they're kind of screwing up and they could be doing better? All right, so today we are going to walk down downtown Clermont, sort of get an update with my mom, Nicky Martz, and sort of just get a sense of the things that are happening, the future of downtown Clermont, and maybe even chat a little bit about the extended area and why downtown Clermont is becoming a really cool place to live, has been, and is continuing to become more of a cool place to live. Hello.
Bring your own drink with you, and we have so many places to stop.
Here's your coffee.
just a morning mimosa.
We could actually do that at a few of these places.
Hey, sorry, I didn't mean to spook you guys. Can I get a shot of you?
Yeah, you scared her.
Gosh, they're beautiful.
How are you guys just riding around downtown?
Yeah, just to practice. So,
Okay, cool.
We're just doing the parade loop. We do the Christmas parade every year. I've done it for 15 years now.
Okay.
14.
Yeah, we're very lucky. The parade goes right in front of here. I don't have to go anywhere.
All right, well, you guys have a good day.
Have a good one. Nice to see you. Ready?
Yep.
Let's do the loop.
Let's do the loop. I love the loop.
All right, so where are we at? We're downtown Clermont.
Downtown Clermont on West Osceola Street.
And we're leaving what? We should show your property off real quick.
Yes, we're leaving my little Clermont Cabanas, which you can find on the website, clermontcabanas.com. They're two little vacation rentals. Right now, we do them 3-day minimum, 3-month maximum. I'm considering going long-term, but haven't decided yet. So right now, you can still get it short-term.
Yeah.
This is just the pergola area, and it's surrounded by beautiful greenery, which keeps it all shady and marvelous for, you know, people to hang out. And we're right lakefront. I've got lemon trees, I've got peach trees. Yeah, it's my heaven. Yes, we're gonna start at the marketplace, which is brand new and just opened up, so I'm pretty excited to put this out there because nobody else has really seen it yet. But I do want to focus just for a second on this West Orange Trail, which is also the Coast to Coast Trail, because this is the bike trail that you can literally get from Titusville to St. Petersburg. There is some roads and there is some sort of sandy dirt patches because I had somebody stay with me at the Cabanas that did the whole trek, and they said it was pretty difficult in a couple of places because it was too sandy and they had to get off their bikes and things like that.
Yeah,
but this is meet in the middle. We're smack in the middle.
So on the way to the market, which is right there, we're not too far away. Should we go to the
Victory Point? Yes, I like it. Because there's a lot of triathlons and bike races, and like next month I have a Finnish, like from Finland, coach coming for the rowing because they do a lot of training here. And now they've got the National Training Center and that Olympus Athletic Center coming. So that is the marketing for Clermont, is very athletic and competition type situation. And J. Michael, I know one time you took a little sip out of this lake. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Because somebody that worked on this Victory Point stormwater
Got another guy. These cyclists are all over the place.
Oh yeah. That when they worked on this Victory Point stormwater drainage, the engineer said it was because this lake is so clean, they want to keep it clean, and that's why they do the triathlons here, because they can swim it. So I know that freaks some people out, but
You're going back?
it's very good.
You're going back to Celebration?
Hey, you guys came from Celebration?
Well, I came from Kissimmee,
Kissimmee?
so I have to go back.
How many miles?
I'm Doing 100 today.
100? Wow. How long does that take?
4 hours, 5 hours.
Do you like this bike trail?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it a lot.
Sometimes it gets like too busy or no?
Yes.
Yeah. You gotta manage the times you end up on it.
Sunday, it's
Yeah, or like sunset, I'm sure. Yeah. Cool, guys. Have a good one.
Bye. They do 100-mile rides all the time. You know, on Saturday, they do a 100-mile ride with some older folks, 55-plus folks. I'm telling you, it's a great trail.
4 hours. That seems
Pretty speedy.
yeah. Not that I know anything about it, but. So this is the Victory Point Tower.
Yep. This is a great place. Do you want to walk up?
Let's walk up.
All right, because it's interesting to see the different levels, and they have all the, and I haven't retained all the details, but as you walk this, they have little stations where you can really learn about how the whole runoff thing works. And the city did this to make sure that all the development downtown, which you're about to see, they manage the stormwater drainage and potential pollution that might happen, and this takes care of it. And so it's really good forward thinking and planning by the city of Clermont, so hats off.
Yeah, and this was kind of the first thing that they did when I want to say when the ball started rolling on development downtown Clermont. Mm-hmm. So yeah, the point is just to clean the water before it goes back into the lakes to keep the lakes clean.
Yep. Wow, who knew it might rain today? That's unusual. We've had sunny, clear skies for a week now.
No, well, and it warmed up a little bit again.
Yeah, it's beautiful right now.
Where it's been like, I don't know, what would you say during the day, like 70 degrees?
Yes, it's been perfect.
So, and then this is kind of an odd one, and I know you go to a lot of the city meetings and stuff too. So right here on the lake, like prime real estate, there's a lumber yard.
Mm-hmm. That's been here for a very long time, and my understanding is it's sort of in the lineup for selling and developing. Now, I don't know how quickly that'll happen, but right now it's a thriving business, I'm sure, with all the development here.
And
in
does the
Clermont.
city have any concepts or anything for what they're thinking?
If you go to Clermont, yeah, for their 20-year plan or whatever, that might be a private, sale, so I don't know if you can actually see any of that. But they have a website, the City of Clermont has a website that discusses anything that's in their planning. That over there, J. Michael, as you know, is a rowing center. So that's become a big thing for the Clermont area to do a lot of rowing regattas and training. And they do the sailing over this side too, because that side of the lake they moved the boat ramp to where all the motorboats can drop in.
Yeah, this used to be the old boat ramp.
Yeah. Well, and so you do have all these little fountains, which adds to the beauty of this water control. And there are a couple of little gators that I've seen in there, but not lately. So, people go, gosh, how can they swim in that lake if there's gators? But this one's very sandy bottom. And let's face it, folks, gators don't want anything to do with you typically, so they'll go the other way if you happen to even come across one.
Yeah, they seem scary. Oh, there's a little gator right there. See him? I wonder if.
Oh, underneath? Let's go take a look, because
we can take a look.
What's fun for a lot of people is and I promise this is the truth, they're like, I thought I'd see gators all over the place when I moved to Florida, and I haven't seen one in 5 years, right? So there's certain places that you'll see them, and
well, they're a little elusive
but not
too,
everywhere.
like if you're not really looking for them.
Yes, they are.
They blend in pretty well. What you'll see is,
golf courses sunning on banks.
well, yeah. But the ones you got to watch out for, like we'll see what this guy does, but if he starts to swim up towards us, it's a pretty clear indicator that people have fed him, been feeding him, and then that's when they become dangerous because they associate us with food. If you meet a gator in the wild, like...
If you see anybody, just tell them, shame on you. First, it's against the law. Secondly, it's just silly. Because everybody knows that. You don't feed bears, you don't feed wildlife. It just messes with them. Oh, ran into a little thing of gnats right there.
It's hard not to, though, when you're staring them down and you got an extra chicken nugget. You want to do it. Hey, how are you?
Yeah, but don't. Just pop that baby in your own mouth.
He just went under.
So he went under. Yeah, he didn't want anything to do with this. He looked super little. He was probably just a baby.
So should we walk up this way and then hit
Yes.
the marketplace?
So my
Is it
understanding
open?
is it is open, so we're gonna walk right on through it. It's very cool, by the way. And there's some cool story behind it because there used to be a train station down here, and he kind of went with the theme of the train station feel. This particular lot that's in front of it, I believe, is going to be apartments. I'm not 100% sure, but we can always look that up for you. But it takes a long time, really, for anything to get really moving here downtown. How long has he been working on this, do you think?
It always feels long when it's happening, and then once it's up, it's like, wow, that was fast.
Yeah, it's kind of like Costco. It's like one day they're clearing the lot, and now there's a whole Costco there, and they're selling. Yeah.
Well, this is kind of cool, and this Victory Point really created basically like a view. You know, there's some houses behind there. It increased the value of like essentially all the real estate around it, just because you have a nice view now instead of what was there before. Do you remember?
Right here?
No, where Victory Point was.
I think just, I think just a bunch of trees and, gosh. And
I can't remember at all.
You'd think I'd remember, but oh well.
It's been too long since it's been up.
The beauty of our 55 plus demographic is they don't remember either.
There you go.
So there's a little bit of hills, not much, which makes it still very easy to walk around downtown, which I love. And they have a lot of events. Their farmers market now is right here on West Mineola Avenue. Downtown is Montrose. It's just a couple of blocks, and you get everything within 3 or 4 blocks. This is it. See, look at this group of bike riders.
Meat market.
Yeah, they have a butcher. They probably are from maybe a 55 plus community. Very easily could be taking a bike ride together on the trail. Look, we're decorating for Christmas. Practicing for the parade. That was cool.
Yeah. Hey, how are you?
Hello.
I'm good. Hey.
Oh, cool electric bikes. I've got one of those.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of electric bikes.
But to see there's 6 of them. Look at this. How fun, because it's very popular to have your dog with you. And they have a
Dog wash station.
A dog wash. Of course, an outdoor bar.
Hey.
Couple of food trucks. Hey, Sharon, how are you? Good, good. Is it open inside right now? Cool. We were going to walk it and take a quick look. But with the soft opening, then not everything's fully open, but those 2 food trucks, those Airstreams, how cool is that? My girlfriend Carrie's gonna be jealous. She loves those things. But it'll be...
Hey, how are you? Doing good.
So anyway, now we've got downtown
Should we take a loop?
grocery, and we'll take a loop.
Should we check some pricing too? Huh?
Well, I think the
What's this
pricing
eggs right
might
here?
be pasture raised $15.
$15.49 for 18
Well,
eggs.
it is 18, I know.
$7.59 for butter?
I know. I think it's going to be a tad higher because of the
You're getting
location
that,
and the
that
convenience
boutique experience.
and a boutique experience.
So what you
I
said?
think
You
there's
said
some unique things in here. I didn't see as much as I anticipated, but my understanding is this butcher that's here is kind of a well-known business from the Groveland area who now has his butcher
cool. Okay.
shop here, which I think if people come in to grab a couple of steaks and they're comparable prices, then they'll pick up a few of the other items. And you got to pay for this location.
yeah.
You got some.
This is cool, deli.
Yeah.
Those look good. The red potatoes.
Yep. And I think because it's going to be pick up and go, people will start, eating at the picnic tables. They'll grab something.
Hey, how are you?
They'll grab something for that, and then enjoy downtown. Because you can walk downtown with a beer too.
Yeah,
So
that's sweet.
So
yeah,
I don't
that's,
really-
the open container law is nice.
yeah. They've got on-site butcher. How nice is that? I don't even know.
Have you guys gotten something yet? Have you guys gotten something yet? No. Just scoping it out.
First time we ever been.
Yeah, same here. Looks good though.
Looks really good.
Nicely presented.
Very nicely presented. It's beautiful. And these are, somebody was telling me that they love these chips and you can't really get these anywhere. And then the Marketplace, they've got some things that are sort of logoed to theirs.
All right.
They have little shopping carts and everything. So, you know, there's not a ton of residential downtown, but you got a lot of people that are going to come in through here. Really for, what day is it, J. Michael? It's Wednesday morning at 11 o'clock. There's a lot of activity. So we're just going to do 2 blocks up, 2 blocks over, and 2 blocks down.
I know you spend a lot of time again at the meetings and you're pretty involved in sort of what's happening downtown Clermont with Clermont. Do you have any thoughts or anything like that where you think that they're kind of screwing up and they could be doing better? Like, is there stuff happening that you see that you're thinking like, that's...
Well, I think it's not just me. I think there's a lot of people that will say that they struggle with their parking downtown. And they've sold a couple of pieces of properties over the years that possibly should have been kept, in my opinion, for the future development because they could have used that as parking and they're a little bit more convenient. And the whole parking garage is such an expense. They're not ready for that, which, you know, Winter Garden killed it with that. Now everybody has underneath shady parking and it's easy to get around. So, you know, that beautiful lot in front of me is going to end up being 72 parking spaces, asphalt parking spaces, lakefront. The beauty for me is I can see over cars still. They didn't do any buildings, but still.
But you're gonna basically take prime real estate, lakefront property, and turn it into parking, which is
they say it's
nonsensical.
Well, they say it's sort of temporary, and I guess in city planning, 10 years is temporary. They can always pull it out and revamp it at that time. So right now we've turned on, I know, beautiful, right? People love their cars around here too. Right now we've turned on Montrose, which is kind of the main drag downtown. And that was West Avenue. We end up on 7th, 8th, that's it, right? So we're only talking 4 blocks. So it's easy to really take all of Clermont in by walking around.
So where's like the majority of restaurants at? Is it on Montrose getting up here?
So that's interesting that they've chosen a lot of different marketplaces where you have a variety in the same building. So you'll be walking with us in some of those. It might be loud, so I don't know if we'll be chatting through it or not. But the majority of single restaurants are down on 27 and Highway 50 within a 2-mile radius. So if you're here, you're not going very far to say go to Carrabba's or Buffalo Wild Wings or Red Lobster and all of those. And then we have some mom and pops, not a ton. Southern on 8th is one of your just single restaurant, sit down, get served. We've got Cheeser's Palace, which J. Michael, you and I get the breakfast there a ton. Love that place. Breakfast and lunch. You've got the Clermont Cafe, which is breakfast and lunch. Complete home cooking, that's a really popular spot too. But otherwise, these little marketplaces have a number of eateries and or places to get a beer or a glass of wine within the building. Yummy's has been here for a long time. This is your yogurt ice cream shop. It was here before anything else. And there's still a lot of shops up and down this, and there's construction going on, J. Michael, so I don't know how far you want to go. But I think we should cruise through the marketplace, the Montrose Street Market, because they've got a creperie, which is unique as far as I'm concerned. And they've got corner music, they've got the Erica's Tea Room, they've got a bunch of shops down here, but the new stuff is these marketplaces. Do you want a coffee?
No,
Are you coffeeed out?
I'm coffeeed out. If you want to grab one, feel free.
I think I'll wait for Lamont coffee. I'll grab one.
What's
on my way
Lamont?
down.
Lamont's?
It's in the Galleria down there. It's a new one. I like that a lot. All right. I think you should just do a little walkthrough because they've got from sushi to burgers and then the crepes are at the end. Taco Mania. Yeah. Let's see, here's the creperie. And then this has got a saloon-like feel. And I haven't actually had a drink down here, so I need to take a little more time and come in and shop local.
Yeah, it would be fun to try some of these restaurants out too. I haven't really tried much.
And then this is easy for people to come in and grab stuff and go too. It smells delicious,
That
doesn't
smell very good. Hey, how are you?
it? Empanadas.
We're just enjoying the smell. It smells fantastic. Have a good day.
Of course, this is 8th Street. This is the way if you were coming from Leesburg or down by, the Four Corners or anywhere coming up this way, you would just come up 27, go west on 50, get to 8th Street, go north, and you're downtown Clermont. Yeah, can't miss it.
So overall location, like what do we have sort of around downtown Clermont that's developing, that's making this like a unique area in the first place to be in?
Well, it's in massive growth. I mean, we just did complete, I don't know if it's quite open yet, but Costco, and it's a huge one. Tesla moved in, right? Tons of new homes.
So and that's all on 50 headed towards Orlando.
That's all on 50 heading towards Orlando. 27 has all the theaters and the restaurants and the J.C. Penney's and all of those shops, Kohl's. And then there's going to be the new Olympus Athletic Center just past Kings Ridge, which is one of our 55 plus communities. And that's going to be a lot of sports focused facilities, softball, pickleball, new communities, huge. And new hospitals all over too.
This is a little bit later. Good place to get beer and food.
Well, the cool thing about this place is they always have music on the weekends, so it's pretty jamming place if you like to come out for music. And then, but they have a whole outdoor area that you can take your kids or grandkids and let them run around, and you don't feel like, where are you going? You're not going to make me hop a wall.
No.
Oh.
We'll walk up this way and around, and I'll put the camera over the fence. So
J Michael tends to make me hop walls when I don't want to.
No.
Yeah, you can smell that barbecue.
Smoking something. What's the road that just connected Horizon West to 27? It used to be Schofield.
Yeah, that's where the blueberry farms were.
It used to be like an old dirt road.
Yeah.
But now it's basically like a 4-lane road that connects.
And it makes it easier for everybody to get to the parks and all that stuff, right?
Yeah. So I feel like downtown Clermont is kind of, well, I just felt a little bit of rain. Kind of in between a lot of that stuff. And then to me, the biggest asset that downtown Clermont has, and I don't know if you feel the same way, is like, first of all, room to grow. Where like downtown Winter Garden is kind of
Maxed out.
there's not a ton of room elsewhere. Oh shoot, we might be jumping fences.
I told you.
I thought we could get through.
No, that's all right. I think we can
We can go this way.
jump. We can at least just jump a hedge.
Oh, there's a little path. And the lakefront. I mean, it's like a huge asset geographically, just having that lake right there.
Absolutely.
And then having a lot of downtown sort of just along the lake.
Well, Winter Garden has a lot more right now for sure, though. A lot more restaurants and I don't want to say higher end shopping, but
It does.
It
well,
does.
Winter Garden, it became that next place outside of Orlando.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
And it's on
just
the
like
West Orange Trail, though, so the cyclists and stuff and the breweries and all that stuff. It's just
right.
cool.
So if you wanted to take your bike from here to Winter Garden, how long would that take?
It's a 16-mile, beautiful bike ride.
Yeah. So you can get downtown Winter
Hour
Garden.
and a half.
Depends on how fast you're going. That guy was
Yeah.
doing 100 miles in 4 hours. So.
Yeah, that wouldn't be me.
Well, I think that
Teasers. If
walk
I was
this way?
having breakfast, they're gonna have it blocked off, so we'll have to.
Hop on this side.
Yeah, let's hop on that side. That's of course the county courthouse, and you got Bacchus Wine Shop, which is a great little shop. They've been here a long time, so shout out to them. But yeah, and that's kind of the majority until we're back on our next. This is Montrose again, back on West Mineola.
Well, and then if you had, that's, we're seeing a lot more of those e-bikes pop up.
Oh yeah.
But that's probably, on an e-bike, and we've done that. It's super easy to get to Winter Garden.
Oh, it's super easy. So if you happen to get, that's Paul. He's one of the city construction guys.
Nikki's like the self-proclaimed mayor of downtown Clermont.
That is not true. Most people don't know me from Adam.
Yeah.
But
been
Corelli's
here
is a
forever too,
well-known Italian restaurant. And they have stuff you can grab and go to.
And then this is just them adding pavers. So they're gonna add pavers all the way up Montrose. So are they planning on doing any other roads after that?
No, I think that's it for downtown. This was part of their plan to really update and upgrade the downtown. That Hank's Electric Company, that's going to be a whole bunch of opportunities too. At first, they were going to do a axe throwing place, but I don't think that's coming in. This is a new restaurant, which was a coffee shop for a minute.
Black Bear?
Yep. But now it's a restaurant with sandwiches and things like that. We're gonna have to try that too. There's so much eating to be had.
I know, right?
Unfortunately, Twisted Sugar didn't make it. I'm sure you've seen plenty of.
Twisted Sugar closed.
I know. I don't think they could sell enough cookies. In case you need an umbrella.
So this is gonna be leased then out to someone.
Yep, it'll be leased to something
We
else.
need more restaurants. Any restaurateurs out there?
Yeah, and this is Roasted Spirit. It's a bourbon bar with tapas. So just
Craft
little
cocktail kind of thing.
little small handheld, but you can eat just plenty.
This gets very busy too. I've seen it at night and it's
well, and it's no offense, but to you young people, but it gets pretty loud in there. They've had great music though, so I like sitting outside and listening because you can hear the music. Yeah, this is a cool little loop that we've just done. We're gonna pass by Sun Creek Brewery. There's little restaurant food options in there. You can bring them outside to the picnic table. They now do the farmers market, J Michael, down West Mineola rather than Montrose.
Really?
Yep. And it's gotten really good. They changed it up, and there's a lot. I think the vendors are great.
Yeah, oh yeah. That was my whole thing too. I'm not really
But it's kind of fun, I didn't know how to make beer, but the owner of this Sun Creek Brewery absolutely loves his beer. He's the nicest guy.
How we doing? Hey, can I get you on video?
Sure.
Yeah.
But they also then have wine options too, by the way. So if you're not a beer drinker, come anyway, have a glass of wine. But then you can get mac and cheese, and the pizza smells delish, right?
Yeah, it does.
Pizza,
Hey, how we doing?
and then they've
going
got
on?
some.
Oh yeah.
They've got some great food at the restaurant right there, and it's actually super reasonable. They have some of the best hot sauce you can imagine, but just be careful. Just
What,
do
the
a-
salsa? The salsa?
Not just the regular salsa, but if you ask for their hot sauce, be prepared. Just dip your fork prong into it. That's all you need, but it's delicious.
They don't mess around. So is this has like more than just food though, isn't this like clothes?
Oh, everything, not just food. In fact, the only real food is their Italian restaurant, but it's delicious. When I say Italian, it's more like a deli, right?
Yeah.
Great.
How are you? Hi, how are you doing?
Now, I don't know exactly what the hours are, so we should probably look into that. But this is their beer bar. Haven't sat here yet. They did have a clothing store that left, so that's unfortunate. Hot dogs, of course, items for your, you know, they're just little, sweet little spots. Uh-oh. So I don't know, maybe they rent them and the people open during the Sundays and then
They just lease them out.
maybe like a, you know, like a tent at a farmer's market. They just open it in. But Lamont is always here. And then we'll look real quick before grabbing our coffee. So they have wine tastings here. We came down, had a little taste of wine, and then was able to pick up some nice bottles of wine. Had a couple of sandwiches and flatbreads here. Delicious. And of course, gelato. Yum.
GoPro.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I really should come out and try each of these bars. Just, you know, not that I'm a bar fly, but, and then experience
A bar fly?
Yeah, being a little bit of a bar fly. Not by myself. Joe and I can do it, but just to test out the food and all that stuff.
Clermont does a phenomenal job of bringing people downtown for events.
Oh, gosh,
Like it seems like farmers market, it's packed
Pigs
down
on the
here.
pond.
Any events, it's slammed. But it's kind of, it's like you said, there's just not a ton of residential at the moment. So like on a day-to-day basis.
Well, and the people that are residents are working. So during the day, it's kind of
a little quiet.
a little sleepy.
How's the afternoons, like weekdays and weekends?
It definitely picks up. Oh, weekends are crazy. And you know, I get so much activity in front of me because everybody's walking the trail. Actually, almost every morning and every evening, the trail picks up with people getting some fresh air and exercise.
It's a lot of people walking around.
Yes.
So then I'm sure that a lot of those marketplaces and stuff then pick up and that's when they're busy.
Yeah. Yep. And then all those events. I mean, Pig on the Pond, you've got Taste of South Lake, which is so much fun. You got all the triathlons and the races. Gosh, they've got just Sips and Salsa, the Caribbean Day, the Christmas parades. It's light up Clermont. The food truck, first Friday night food truck night, crazy fun.
Yeah.
Packed house. So
Yeah, let's do
Salt
it.
Shack is coming soon, and I don't know when, but it's getting close. It's got to be getting
Salt
close.
Shack?
So this used to be Lily's on the Lake, and then Salt Shack took it on.
If you've watched our videos before, we mentioned it. Lily's on the Lake absolutely sucked, and everyone's super happy to see it gone.
Yeah, sorry. It's true, though. And so we're excited about this. They have a Salt Shack in Tampa on the bay. So we're excited that they've come to us, and it should be very interesting. Now, the interesting thing in the plans for the city is rather than, they're thinking of this, I don't know if it's been voted on yet, rather than taking the money and fixing this pier, which is unfortunate, people loved going down that pier, they're talking about revamping this whole meet in the middle park, having an amphitheater and more parky areas, and then creating docks for a lot more dockage for jet skis and boats, so people can then bring their boat, because we're on the Clermont chain of lakes, so you can come from Lake Louisa all the way up here, park your boat and come downtown. So they're hoping to get that all put together. So cool. Clermont is still moving and grooving, that's for sure.
Oh, look, a snake.
What, a snake?
Here, hold that.
Oh, it's just a black one.
Yeah, it's a little black racer.
People love their fur babies. You should see all the dogs that are walking this trail. And by the way, I even saw a cat walking the trail on a leash.
I was about to say, he's wearing a harness.
On a leash, yeah.
And was he all over the place, or was he pretty much like?
He was a little all over the place. It was hysterical watching. So this strip, as you know, we've watched the fireworks on July the 4th. They have boat parades. They have a Christmas boat parade. They have a July the 4th boat parade. It's just a lot of fun. Lots of youth. I know you saw that as we were wandering around. There's a lot of youth in Clermont. So it's a fun, younger than some areas, very athletically driven community. Well, J. Michael went to high school here. It was pretty slow then. Look at how it's grown since then.
It's grown insane amounts. And then the last 2 years, there was just a giant catapult too, just because of coronavirus and all that stuff.
Yeah. So a lot of skateboarders. I've seen some of those really fun machines where they do the elliptical. You know,
Oh, don't people look so funny on those?
they look pretty funny. It looks fun though.
It does look fun. It looks goofy though.
I've seen the one wheel stand-up board things. I've seen, what are they called? The ones that Ben always wants us to go on.
Segways.
Segways.
Are you technically not supposed to have a motor on this? Probably. Probably not enforced though.
Do they count like e-bikes and?
I know, it gets gray pretty quick,
Yeah,
huh?
I don't think so. So, I don't know. So these bird houses here, that's for the martins. So they're pretty conscious of their, you know, keeping green space and creatures. So there's a lot of birds, so there's a lot of birding. What?
Nothing. Just funny.
Just the way I said birds and birding.
Birding. Lots of
Lots
birds
of ducks.
and
So
lots of birding.
we're gonna end up.
Do you ever
where-
see them coming out of there?
Yeah, there's certain times a year that they show up. It's too cute, too.
Martin nests
It's like,
inside.
oh, they all showed up for their condos.
Oh, really? So that's just like
Yeah, it's just when they nest and then they go
February
again.
through June. Migrate annually from South America. Interesting.
A lot of activity down here in the summertime. The beach that we're going to walk you guys to has a splash pad. There's a basketball court and nets. They've got a
So in between,
pavilion that they do music and aerobics classes and that kind of thing.
in between this area and downtown Clermont, like what? It's probably a 10-minute walk, not even.
Not even. And here we are casually
in between it's just all residential.
walking. Yep, all residential. Of course, you've got
How we doing?
plenty of golf course choices around, including now that at Summit Greens, which is a 55-plus community, Sanctuary Ridge is the golf course that goes through. That's not quite back open yet, but they opened, it's like a Top Golf. So it's electronic balls, and you can see where they're going. And then there's food access right there too. That's a lot of fun. That gets a lot of attention. You've been. Mm-hmm. Do you like using those, or you prefer the real
Yeah, it's super
grass?
cool. One, and there's probably a documentation of one of our old videos of me talking about Sanctuary Ridge.
Yep.
Talking about Sanctuary Ridge Golf Course and saying like that was my favorite golf course
Because of the hills.
because of the elevation change
Yeah.
and the layout. And I think it's going to open up pretty soon here.
It
They keep
should.
posting. So the same people that started that driving range sort of Top Golf thing, which has food trucks, like you said, and a bar, and it's going to be kind of a cool place just to hang out, is also going to have a full 18.
Golf course.
They're going to open Sanctuary Ridge back up, which
Yep.
is such a cool layout.
Certainly the whole Top Golf, what do you call those, like stations?
Bays, yeah.
Bays, is just a lot of fun. It's
What do they do at this amphitheater? They have outdoor concerts?
They do. And you know, people can rent it if they have events, which is kind of fun. But when they do the triathlons, you know, it's all station. They do all their downtown lakefront events, like we were talking about Pig on the Pond and Sips and Salsa. That's all laid out all up and down here. Yeah. We'll take a quick look at this beach because this is fun since we really aren't beachfront here for people that actually want to sit in the sand and get in the water with your grandkids. I brought Octavia down here quite a few times, and it's safe. It's shallow. It's kind of roped off. This is where people practice their lap swimming too. You'll
Who's
see that.
Octavia?
Octavia's my granddaughter.
How old
Hi,
is she?
Octavia.
But she's like 5 now? She's 6?
October, she turned 6.
Wow. So what, this is just open weekends or is it open certain...
Just summertime.
Oh, summertime, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so if you made it this far into the video, thanks for watching, you guys. It's gonna rain on us, so we're gonna close this thing out. Hopefully that was helpful in terms of just getting a sense of downtown. Thank you for taking the time to do that. We specialize in 55 plus communities. She's got an amazing team of people all over the state that specialize in basically places to retire. So if that's something you guys are interested in, you want to get connected with experts in each area, you can visit our website, Explore55Plus.com. Yeah.
They're one of the few sprinkling afternoons in the wintertime when it's typically dry and sunny.
I know. What the heck? It's been beautiful the last 2 weeks. The one day we filmed this. All right, see you guys.